And I get the opportunity as mayor to talk about a few things, and one of them that I ran on and something that I believe in is making sure that people feel safe. And when you talk about feeling safe, I think it means more than just having a police officer patrolling your streets. And I made a commitment to the city, the residents, and to the constituents of Chicopee that we would make this city safer. Today we're here to appreciate, and I'm just going to say the Chicopee Police Department, because that's what we're here to appreciate. We could talk about the police nationally, but I'm here to talk about our police, the Chicopee Police Department. So we've been through many struggles, and I can say that I couldn't be more proud of the way we conducted ourselves and handled those times of uncertainty. Stepping up to the plate when you need someone to, the Chicopee Police Department does that every time. The city of Chicopee, when they talked about reform, we don't use that word in Chicopee. We talk about an evolution of policing, and that started many years ago. It didn't just start a year and a half ago. It's something that we've been working on for many years, and I think we take a lot of pride in that. I wore my Patriots jacket today because I think a lot of the new recruits and newer officers who I've had the opportunity to dress and speak to, I often say to them, it's the Bill Belichick way of doing your job. Well, I don't think that way anymore. I expect just a little bit more. Not just doing your job, but going above and beyond. And that's what a Chicopee police officer is. They're leaders in our community. They're people who go above and beyond every day, put themselves in harm's way. And I think we're here to honor them for that and what they do. I can't imagine what it's like to be a police officer when you show up when someone is at their worst in a time of need that they had to call you and dial that 911. And you have to show up and not just police, de-escalate, be the social emotional counselor, work with people to try to make sure that we're providing all the help that we can. And I believe that is so diverse now and so complicated that you need to train. And our goal is to have the best trained police department in Western Mass, if not the Commonwealth. My goal as mayor, with the support of the city council, is to make sure that we provide them the tools they need to keep themselves safe and also to keep our community safe. I recall a conversation I had with one of our officers on a beautiful day last year in the summer, and he said he was frozen, meaning he had to stay and work a second shift. He said he wished it was raining out so that he wasn't missing that beautiful day with his family. So for the commitments they make, the sacrifices they make every day, I think today is an appropriate day to acknowledge how proud we are of our Chicopee PD. And one thing about the city of Chicopee that I tell all of our recruits and everyone here, there's an opportunity to advance yourself all the way up from patrolman through the ranks in the city of Chicopee to chief. So you can't do that in many communities. Chicopee's one that you can, and I think that's a goal that many people have, and we're able to, fortunately, are able to allow that to be something that can really happen here.
Every day I'm fortunate enough to work beside these men and women. And I've done so for the past 25 years full time. And I've seen awesome efforts that they put out, handling very difficult calls, being at the side of the road when somebody has lost a loved one, having to respond to crisis, helping people in need. And they do so every day. And they come in with a full heart, and they bring that heart out to our community. I can ask nothing more of them but to continue those efforts every day. So I want to thank you personally right now for what you do. Thank you very much. This month we also celebrate Police Memorial Day, and I'd like to take a moment to honor those members of our department that have recently departed to eternal rest. Officers that passed while they were still in service. Detective Mike Dion, Officer Angela Santiago. I'd also like to remember Captain John Mirowski, Lieutenant Mark Higgins, Sergeant Jeff Shimura, Detective Stan Zalanka, Officer Steve Petrus. May they rest in peace. Kenzie, today I'm going to present you with the American Police Hall of Fame Medal of Honor, presented in honor of Detective Michael J. Dion, Chicopee Police Department, who in the performance of his duties as a public safety officer gave his life on November 10th, 2021, protecting life and property, that we dedicate ourselves to his memory and the supreme sacrifice he made. This posthumous award is public recognition of the honor in which we bestow upon him by engraving his name in the Police Hall of Fame Memorial so that his sacrifice and his dedication to humanity and justice will always be remembered by generations to come. Thank you, Mackenzie. Our department also supports and thanks the members of the Unity Tour Riders who will make that arduous ride to DC to commemorate all the fallen officers. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Keep up the good work.
The purpose of the Police Unity Tour is to raise awareness for law enforcement officers who have died in the line of duty, whereas the secondary purpose is to raise funds for the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial and Museum, whereas the Western Massachusetts Unity Tour team is riding in honor of Detective Michael J. Dion, who we'll never forget. Whereas riders Mark Hammond of the Chicopee Police Department, Todd Joseph of East Hampton Police Department, Andrew Boyer of the East Hampton Police Department, and Sean Shattuck of the Russell Police Department, and John Weibel of the Ludlow Police Department are to begin the journey on Sunday, May 8th. 2022 to travel 320 miles to Washington, D.C. to the Law Enforcement Memorial on Thursday, May 12th. Therefore, as Mayor of the City of Chicopee, I do hereby declare the 8th day of May 2022 to be Police Unity Tour Day in the City of Chicopee. With the city seal affixed here too, I'd like to present it to our team.